Yo, why did the Bichon freak cross the road
Why?
to get ran over by Sid's mom?
The ShedCast. Brought to you by Alien Entourage and the Riverside culture.
I feel like I'm getting abducted.
It's my like when you say that the dude from work was like wah, right? Remember you told me? I don't even do wah anymore. It just sounds like you can't even cry. You're even further like less evolved than a baby is. You're just it really gets you.
First of all, me is actually a very advanced word for a baby to say.
Yo, did you know that cats really don't meow? It's just imitating a baby crying so that the humans will actually do something for them.
How do they know that if they've never seen a baby crying?
They didn't. Cats didn't do that before that. Cats never meow. Cats make weird noises when they talk to other cats.
Cats can make 111 noises.
It's like
I think
Dr.
all
Pepper
the
times 5.
No, what you're saying,
Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
What you're saying doesn't make any sense. All the sounds that we make for animals are just our interpretation of them, and we write them in words that we can understand. Meow is not a real sound.
No. When cats
it's an onomatopoeia.
Start meowing at people, like like the nagging shit. Like,
so what came first, the cat or the baby?
The baby did. No, cat did.
Okay then. So why would it imitate a baby?
Because cats didn't rely on humans until they were fucking
domesticated.
Domesticated,
Egypt, right?
Yeah,
Ancient Egypt.
Yeah, that's where all cats came from.
They were the first ones to really start fucking with the cats.
No, it's true. All domesticated cats originated from Egypt.
Originated?
They did.
Yeah.
It's true.
It is true.
I mean, come on.
Spend the knowledge.
Cracking eggs.
So, yeah.
Dos,
and
tres, catorce.
Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Welcome to the ShedCast. Everybody's here with your boy Mike Nice.
Some new ones.
Everybody. We're all
lit
blessed to be here. And I'm here with, to my left, Tech8. And as always, on my right, Sid Floyd. In the building, which is Shed. And we're here to talk about
fucking
crazy
drivers.
School bus drivers.
And not because Joe Rogan talked about it first.
I didn't know he talked about it.
Well, we just found out.
We found out he did.
From Tech. But we were talking about it first.
They pulled up into a fucking street in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
And the bus driver tosses his fucking little guy, like this kid, out the fucking school bus.
Who?
So this school bus driver, right, just fucking he opens the door and throws his fucking kid out the school bus, right? And this lady's like, "Oh my god, what the fuck," right?
Uh-huh.
And the camera pokes up, and they're like, "Oh my god, are you all right?" And it's some like Dominican midget.
No way. That's so stupid.
and I seen this before. They did another video where they're outside of a school, right? And this guy's like yelling at the midget, right? But no one knows it's a midget. Like he's got the fucking
dressed with a book
he's
bag.
got the book bag, a bubble goose with the fucking hood tied up mag, so you can't see his face. And he's sitting there, and he starts whipping this midget with a belt.
Oh my god!
And this lady's like, "Oh my god!" Like calling back to school, like someone get somebody, right? And she looks at the kid like, "Oh my god, are you alright?" And it's just a Dominican midget, like 40-year-old guy. Yo, it's so fucking funny. Hold on, let's just get to the gist of it.
Yo, no, don't even. But yo,
it's so funny.
That's so crazy.
I can only imagine, dog. Fucking, yo. So I had like a slew of crazy bus drivers.
Me as well.
All right, one of my bus drivers was a cop, and my mom killed his dog.
Jesus.
Ran over.
All right, let's start off.
No.
Let's start off heavy.
With her hands?
Let's start off
With
heavy.
her hands?
With her bare hands.
Snapped his fucking neck. Ran over him because he just ran under our car.
Jeez.
He ran under the car
when she was
while
coming
it
to
was
pick me up one day. She was driving.
What kind of dog
It
was
was
it?
parked. No.
What kind of dog was it?
Like a little Bichon free.
A Bichon
I
free.
don't know what the fuck that is.
Yo, free Bichon.
A Bichon free?
Yeah.
What's that?
I got a joke.
What does it look like though? I've heard of the name.
Fucking white
Wait,
little
the white-
lapso
white
lapso motherfucker.
I know exactly.
Yeah, why did the
Little mop
Bichon
dog.
freak cross the road?
Why?
To get ran over by Sid's mom.
You need that fucking tech board, bro.
No, play the soundboard that you got.
No, I'm not playing
All right.
But to even fucking top that off, we had a drunk bus driver whose husband was one of the main, like, what do you even call it? Like the head of the fucking union?
The fleet commander?
the fleet commander.
That's what you call it. That's what they
Scramble
call
the
it,
jets.
The fleet commander.
It's an early dismissal. Scramble the jets.
Scramble the jets.
That's what
The
they
admiral.
call- The admiral. Oh, the
David
grand wizard.
Robertson.
The grand. I mean, it's a magic school bus. Am I right?
ms.frizzle.
Grand Frizzle. Grandmaster Frizzle. Of the
Oh shit! Yeah, that shit is stupid.
I'm just picturing her as
Nah,
like a
but he was
Nazi
like not like a
commander.
not like a dispatcher. Nah, she was like it's mad funny 'cause he was like a what? Not a dispatcher. I don't know what the fuck you call it. Like he was like the head of the fleet, I guess.
The fleet. We're back to the fleet. Like an officer?
It's
What
like
are we
a
talking
naval
about
officer.
The captain. He's captain of the
Fucking
team.
Fleetwood Mac.
Oh my god.
He was head of the fleet.
Nah, bro. So that was his wife could get away with whatever, I guess. And like
As a bus driver,
as a bus driver.
she would like beat the kids.
Yo, that's my next story.
So her husband was a cop.
That's my next story. Nah, this is a different bus driver.
She's abusive bus drivers.
Wait, so you had a cop bus driver,
That's another one.
but he was from Fleetwood Mac.
Nope, different one. Stevie Nicks.
Correction. He was from Stevie. Oh my.
And then
Bring
you had
that up on Shed Talk.
and then the other bus driver,
Okay, so that was a different bus driver. And
drunk lady,
drunk lady is a separate bus driver whose husband is not the cop.
not part
But
of Fleetwood Mac.
he's the Fleetwood Mac.
He's part of Fleetwood Mac.
He's the Mac of the fleet.
Mac of the fleet. Oh wait,
Yeah.
what fleet?
The bus drivers.
Oh wait, so he's the head dude of the buses.
One of them, yeah.
Would you say as a,
now we're talking.
Would you say as like a fucking passenger of this Fleetwood Mac bus?
You'll never break the chain.
Damn it. It was gonna be better than that, but I mean.
We'll never know.
Stole my glory.
You didn't find a private proto.
You're done.
You're my baby boy.
Mama, don't touch my phone to the
Yo.
fence.
Yo, we get on the bus in middle school and fucking she'd be putting out like bogeys as we were getting on the bus. And the bus would smell like alcohol always. And
What
fucking
kind of alcohol?
one time we were taking a left on the Pole Bridge going into Riverside. And she fucking just took out this woman's mailbox and just drove on the lawn, like fucking knocked down like these little like evergreen yearlings, like whatever you call them, like
Yearlings.
right? Is that
We
like
said that
is that a young
before.
tree?
Yes, we did.
Is that a young tree? A
We
yearling.
were talking about young wolves,
All right,
yearlings. But yeah, that makes perfect sense.
302M.
It's the circle
Shout
of
out
life.
Casanova.
Shout out to
The
Casanova.
circle,
Of
the
life.
circle of life. Ring, ring.
But yeah, fucking, she just took out this lady's mailbox and just fucking kept going.
Yo, when you say Riverside school bus, I'm thinking you're on like a pontoon.
Magic school bus.
Yeah.
No, like a pontoon
It's-
going
yeah,
up
it's
the
like a-
river. All the
From a
Riverside
Mark-
kids would jump
From
on
the
the
Mark
river.
Twain novel,
Yeah.
Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer. Do you have any crazy bus driver stories?
Hell yeah,
Motherfucker.
hell yeah.
Talk
Nah,
to me.
yeah. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
if Tech had the same fucking bus drivers as us, but
What bus driver number was it?
Willie,
197?
143.
Yeah, of course I had Willie.
You did have
Yeah.
Willie?
I had 143. I took 197 Seaside.
No, I never took 197.
That was
because
crazy
that was
bus.
a different bus.
It was Seaside. Yeah, it was a whole different bus. There was
That
there was
bus
only 3
sucked.
buses that came to the east side.
That bus. sucked.
177.
That I took that bus.
That's the one you took.
Yeah.
143 is the one that I took.
No, it's same bus. 143 and 177 is the same route.
Dash 177?
No, I think 143 ended, and then 177 was the new bus.
No, 143 went from the bottom of Duffy to the Cove Pizza.
I think it was it like took over the 143 route, and 177.
No, 177
picked
stayed.
us up too.
177 stayed. 177 went to your street.
Soundview. Soundview.
Yep, Chief Soundview.
Yeah, dude, we used to have fucking we had oh my god, so many bus stories, dude. I got my first boombox.
2004.
Willie was fucking middle school.
25 years.
Yeah.
Late.
So I had a fucking a portable CD player boombox, and I would bring it to the bus stop 7:30 in the morning, and just bump whatever was like at that moment. So it was like 2012. Yeah, it's probably a lot of like.
That wasn't 2012, dude.
Yeah, it's when I was in 8th grade, 2012. I mean, 2002.
What was
Fuck.
it bumping? What was it bumping?
Shit.
What was it bumping?
2002. Yeah.
Dude, he said it wasn't out.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Nah, Get Rich or Die Trying wasn't out.
2001 it came out.
No, it didn't. It came out 2003.
Now for kids.
It did?
Yeah.
Oh, so then Marshall
now
Mathers.
For kids 12.
Marshall Mathers came out in 2000.
99.
It came out, 99. So it was Marshall Mathers. I didn't have a lot of CDs.
Nas is like.
I didn't have the Nas CD back then. It was probably Marshall Mathers.
DMX.
Or no, it was probably
DMX.
Napster was out then, right?
Did they play
Rhapsody?
I was burning CDs back then.
Did they play music on the bus?
We did, yeah.
Like the bus driver?
Oh,
no, we didn't have it. There was no way for even to play music.
Bro, my bus driver.
You had a CD player on there?
Dude, my bus driver.
What? Dude? Like that? We used to cut the seats up.
Yo,
but wait,
dude,
let me finish the story about the music. The boombox,
so
we brought out there 7:30 in the morning playing music, and this dude across the street.
He's like, fuck, fuck,
fuck. Yeah, and then
smoking weed, drinking beer.
Fuck.
With Renzo.
Motherfuck, noise.
Time for 7th grade.
Noise. Smoking there we go. Smoking weed, smoking whiz, doing coke, drinking beers, rolling blunts, smoking fat. Like
you were him.
I know.
Not too long
if
ago.
I wasn't, if I didn't drink so many bursts. But anyway, yeah. So then this dude came out, screaming. He goes, I have a sick mother inside. Like he was like, I can't remember. He might have been Russian or something, screaming, I have a sick mother inside. You come here with the hip hop rap, blah blah blah. Like he's with this heavy accent.
What kind of accent?
Like a Russian accent kind of thing.
I have a sick mother inside.
Yeah. I've been up for 38 hours.
Not Russian, maybe like
play the hip hop music.
7
o'clock in the morning.
No, he was screaming.
You're gonna get a bottle thrown at you.
Yo, and we were like, but we were young, so we're like, fuck you. Like, we didn't give a fuck.
Fuck you.
It's like a cartoon.
It was fucking.
Throw a bottle at you, a cat streak.
He was probably so pissed.
A flaming.
Yeah, like a cat crashes into a trash can.
Yo, that's just so that same bus stop, we used to.
Which one? At the bottom of Duffy?
No, Soundview and East Ave.
Yeah,
that's
right there.
That was my bus stop. So
that was my bus stop.
So because it's the Woods bus stop.
Yeah,
that's where the spot was.
That was my
and
West
so
Hill
everyone
one.
used to get off there, and we used to have stick fights, which was dumb. But also, in the morning, the Rippewan bus, the Magna School bus, would drive by like 10 minutes before our bus would get there. So we would throw sticks and rocks at the bus every day.
That's funny as fuck.
And then one day, somebody fucking threw a rock. I don't want to shout any names, but threw a rock and broke the window. And then the girl who was sitting there lived like obviously lived in the neighborhood because it's the middle school buses. It was like the nicest girl. Everybody liked her. She was just stay quiet, and she was sitting there by herself.
Got glass shards all over.
Yo, broke the window right on her seat.
The wrong way. Anyone
else, maybe it would have been different. Broke that window. So then our boy that lives down around the corner, he just happened to go to this school. I don't know if it was for football. I don't know, whatever. But we could say his name, Mike D. Mike D. Was like, yo, if you guys ever fucking throw shit at our bus again, I'm gonna fuck you up. And he's older than us. Now we're in like 6th or 7th grade. He's in 8th grade. This is like young shit. And then
so us being fucking
so stupid. So fucking that school bus drives by again, and this time the kid like they're not supposed to be at our bus stop. Like there's our boys that live up the street, and the bus goes around the corner and gets everyone.
So they come to the different.
So they
bus,
came to our bus stop in the morning
to the same spot
to listen to because I had the boombox, all dumb shit, and fucking throw sticks at the bus again. The bus driver, their bus driver was so dope. Stopped the bus
and open the door,
and then our boy Mike D jumps out of the back of the bus, the emergency exit, and runs straight at us. So we all split, split, and fucking our boy can't get right, like froze up, like no. Fuck, like he was thinking I never did nothing, like so like I'm not just stood there and just Goldberg style, boo. Spears them to the fucking ground, and then like we're all hiding behind trees, like because we're like here, bro. And we're like, oh fuck. He's like, I told all you motherfuckers, like, don't be fucking. And like that was
the loyalty was never found that day.
No, it was fun shit, dude. That's your fault. You got caught.
I wasn't there.
No, not you. Wow. Everybody was hiding. Like that was it was like a movie shit. And then we all got up and was like. We stopped throwing shit at the bus, but it was just so fun.
We were a different breed back then.
We were 11, 12 years old, like, and that wasn't even on the bus yet. I have stories about the bus driver on the bus. Which is even crazier.
What was that loogie one you were talking about?
Yeah, so
I realized that I can hawk a loogie up.
The first time I ever hawked a real loogie. First time I ever hawked a real loogie.
Monumental.
Yo, so the bus stops here on East Ave. And I didn't get off the bus. I was riding it out to Willowbrook, which is the next stop.
Taking it to the last stop?
No, that's not the last
I fell
stop.
asleep on the bus, so they dropped me off at what?
Because I would think I was taking it to the next stop, which is over at the bottom of Willowbrook. And I don't know what happened. I don't know. We're fucking being dumb on the bus, and I'm fucking hawking up this loogie. And and a car's driving by, and I go to spit out the window. And I see this car driving by, and the window's down, and like as I go to spit out the window, I'm seeing it, and I'm like, oh, like that would be crazy, and I just my eyes locked. I spit it, and I swear it must have hit the dude.
Definitely did that on purpose.
It hit, no, but it was like I saw it. I didn't I was gonna spit it, but as I saw the car coming, my eyes locked on. So when I spit it, it just. Right into the dude's window, and I think it caught him like under the ear, pow, like nasty loogie from a fucking 11-year-old kid, right? So the dude immediately stops and like tries to stop the bus and gets out of his car, and then the dude he's probably trained to do it. Doesn't he's like nah, like I don't know what you're talking about, like, and doesn't let the dude in. Obviously, he's like, yo, one of your kids, blah blah blah. He's like nah, like. Kind of just threw it off. He's like, yo, we gotta go, and just bounced. And we were all sitting in the back like, oh shit, because that was like our.
Did you guys have the video cameras on your bus?
No, that was the first of it. Then we started doing crazy.
Was it public?
Shit.
Were the buses owned by the bus drivers or no?
No, public schools.
So we had public school.
Laid law.
Law.
That's what it's called.
Laid
law.
We had
Stanford public school.
We had public schools as well.
Yeah,
but all of the bus drivers were privately owned buses.
Contractors.
Oh,
really? So people would park their buses in their driveway. So if you had beef
they would eat dinner in it with their family.
No, if you had beef with a bus driver, you could know where they live because their bus would be parked in their driveway.
Oh, for real?
Facts.
It was
There's some people.
My boy's
mom.
My boy's mom. We used to smoke in her bus.
Oh, okay.
It was like a taxi.
I've seen that, but that's not a big thing in Stanford. It's
that'll never happen.
Over on Selleck.
You can't own a school bus in Stanford.
No, you can. You can.
Yo, people got fucked over.
But there's two spots in Stanford if you go there. Like on Selleck Street is one. Where all the buses
right off
are at.
6.
Yeah, and then
it's like a huge lot.
It's right next to the post office.
All the buses are there.
Right next to your shit, right?
Yeah. And then there's one other place I can't remember. I think it has the other buses, but yeah, dude. And we used to have this crazy bus driver that would yell at us, but not like we were in trouble. As if it would be if he was our grandfather. We'd be bugging.
Throw a shoe at you.
No, dude, we'd be bugging, and he'd be like, "Sit down, sit down in the back," and we would sit down.
Gramps.
Yeah, then we sit down, and then we fuck around, and we like cut it out. He would just And then every time we would leave the bus, we would just say like, we would say peace out. We'd always dap him up. Like it was just so funny, cause he like I feel like he loved us, but we fucking caused him so much fucking stress and like frustration.
Maybe he didn't have any kids of his own.
No, dude. I mean, dude, the
that's all you. That's all he had.
Remember we were
guys.
talking about Miss Brown Mrs. Brown.
We were talking about Lulu.
Yo, they
Miss
used
Brown.
so our principal used to have to come on the bus. This wasn't Willie, I don't think. Maybe it was the other guy.
Ms.
But
he
used to have to come on the bus every morning, and they would point out at least 2 people every morning, like this dude and this dude, like that. Oh, hey, who caused trouble this morning? This guy and this guy. And then we'd get brought in separately, and then everyone get off the bus, be late to first period, and then we'd get detention or something. But it was me. It wouldn't be me a lot because I would always hide.
Yo, I got a
but it was crazy.
On your fucking loogie story.
Yeah.
Remember my boy Andre I was talking about?
No, I don't remember.
When Zach was here the other day, he says some mad shit like under his breath and shit like that.
Yeah.
Hi, what's it called?
Yeah.
It
was
was
mad shit under his breath, bro. He like fucking.
Well, I mean, I'm not that under the breath kind of guy.
No, he is, bro.
But I'm not.
I know you're not. But I'm saying he was like, so he would always try and do some sly shit, and like I said, he would get a kick out of it just because it was for himself. So one time we were chilling on the bus, and he gave me, I don't eat like a lot of candy, but I like Smarties, and he gave me a pack of Smarties, and I was like, oh, bet. So fucking house the whole pack of Smarties in one bite, just like,
Yeah.
And then as I'm chewing them, he's like, yo, I found all those on the floor and I wrapped them back up in the fucking plastic. Like,
what? Did he really do it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. But how would he find a whole entire pack?
He dropped
He
them
didn't
on the
find
floor.
them. He dropped them. Yeah.
He dropped
the whole
them.
pack.
Like he dropped Smarties and like put like I don't even think it maybe
How
it
many
wasn't a
times
full
did he like
fuck that.
fucking
He's
grab his
fucking
dick and then shake
feel
your
like-
hand?
all the time.
I don't believe
Yeah,
that,
I
dude.
know.
Yo, he
I
would
hate
come,
people,
bro. He would
Yo,
come out
think
from
about
like
it.
the corner, like we would all be chilling, and like he would like he'd be standing like by like the kitchen with just like his dick out, and then like one person would turn and he'd be like, "Ha!"
I can't stand that
you know
there's
what I'm
people in the
saying,
world
bro?
like that, yo.
Yo,
Exactly.
first of all,
that's why
though-
Brian used to fucking get so pissed at this.
If
guy.
I wasn't
dude-
poor, I wouldn't eat at fast food restaurants because I know there's some weirdos in there doing some weird stuff.
Okay.
But I'm
Alright,
poor, you
that's
know.
a good.
Yeah,
They
dude,
do
shit.
Yo, that
stuff,
dude
yo.
definitely didn't rap all the Smarties. He's lying. He's lying.
No,
He
it
was
was it was sloppy. It was like he had eaten a couple and given it to me. I was like, yo, whatever. My boy just gave me some Smarties. So fucking
I don't know. I feel like
Either
he's a liar.
either big time. So but either fucking way, it didn't
Either way, I
matter.
think it's
I
better
felt
off.
mad grossed out.
Yeah.
So I had all these chewed up Smarties in my mouth, and I'm trying to spit them out. And you know, like when you got spit in your mouth and you're trying to hold it in, just more spit comes out of like your salivary glands, and just gets more and more and more. So I'm sitting there, I'm trying to spit. I'm waiting for the bus to slow down. So I put down the window, right, and the bus is finally like it. I think we're slowing down. So I spit out the fucking window, and 2 seats behind me, these chicks got their window open.
Mm-hmm.
Came right back in.
Dude went out the window, came right back in, and these 2 chicks just got covered in Smarties, bro. Like
it
and
was smart. It wasn't
loogies.
Gross.
just loogie, just straight
was-
loogie.
Dude, it was Smarties and just like spit that had been in my
I
mouth.
mean, at least they
like,
got a little something.
That was gross.
yeah, it was fucked up, bro.
Ah.
And I'm friends.
You were like smoking like 4 bogeys.
Dude, this is before I was smoking bogeys. This is before I was
but
smoking
that's
bogeys.
so bad because
bro.
I know that.
That
I
fucking
picture
sugar
it.
web.
Oh.
You webbed it
all over
across
both
the-
of their faces, bro.
The money shot.
Money
You
shot.
money shot it up.
Money shot, dog, for real.
Dude, it's like
Dog,
it's like
you have
imagine.
to pay for that.
Dude, imagine
Nah,
you're
nah.
sitting in the
I
back
just talked
seat.
to one of them the other day.
Man, you're sitting in the back seat, right? Someone guts a Dutch.
That was pretty crazy.
Someone
wasn't
guts a Dutch, right?
Hey, remember
Hey.
that time?
it? You still into that kind of shit? What if she came up to you like, "Can you spit on me again?"
Hey, never know.
What if that screwed her up and now she can't like get off unless you spit on her?
I'd be a god.
He didn't know them yet. So
No, I knew them.
He
I knew them very
introduced-
well. I'm
And they-
friends with them. Like
and
I
they-
was friends with them.
Oh, I
they
thought.
And they
Did
were
you
like,
ever
"Oh
find
shit,
out if they
Rob
liked it?
spit on me."
they tasted you before they met you.
Did you ever find out if they liked it?
I don't think
They
that was
hated
all
it.
smart.
Oh, they hated Nick. They hated it.
They didn't like
Tech,
it.
They hated
Well, they
it.
acted
They
like
hated
they
it
hated
now
it.
because they were in 7th grade.
Yeah, but do they like it now?
But now they're
Maybe,
like,
yo, that might have changed their whole life.
"That's what I just said."
That's what I'm here for, dude. That's what I'm here for. I told you last episode. That's what I'm here for.
Mikey 8.
There you go.
Yo.
Did you ever get one of your bus drivers fired?
I got
not
fired.
You specifically.
I don't
specifically. Not you specifically.
Not you specifically. Spontifically.
Spontifically.
No, but I don't think any of our bus drivers were ever had the blame on them. I think they kind of knew, all right, these kids are fucking with them.
Yo, Mr. Bob got away.
All right.
Yo.
He deserves to be fired.
Nah.
He used to steer the
Mr.
bus,
Bob?
but both his hands used to be in the air.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, he used to, bro, he would get away with anything because he was like the OG bus driver in town.
The lady, the same lady.
No, this is a dude.
Miss Bob?
Mr. Bob. No,
Mr. Bob was the lady?
No,
Wait, so his name was Rob?
Mr. Bob was the lady.
Damn, his name was Rob.
Yeah, but no, his last name was
his
Roberts.
son.
Last name
no,
wasn't
Roberts.
Bob.
Roberts.
His first name was Rob.
Last name was Roberts. Mr. Bob.
No,
what if you
it wasn't.
Stay with the
No, it
story?
wasn't.
What if you had never seen him before and you got on the bus for the first day and he was like, nice name. And you go back to your friends? That's weird, yo. Who the fuck is this guy? Oh, it's Mr. Bob.
No one called me Bob.
Where were you going
I
with
say
that?
Bob is my father. Fucking.
Or his father, your Bob.
But Bob would be his maiden
Father
name.
Bob was a priest in my town too. Anyways.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, I don't. Not getting into that. Fucking. Nah, but he would get away with everything.
Let's just say I'm not religious anymore.
Yo, kid you not, he duct taped this kid's mouth shut.
Who, the Pastor
Father Bob,
no,
dude.
No, Mr. Bob, the bus driver.
Mr. Bob.
Mr. Bob.
So this kid,
Dr. Bob?
Yo, this
Mr.
kid,
Bob.
yo, this kid Eduardo just kept fucking swearing.
I like how you pronounce the D on there.
That's his name, Eduardo.
But you don't say it like it's Ed, though. Eduardo. There's no W when you say it.
I like the way you said it, too.
Eduardo. Eduardo?
Edward.
No. See, you're saying with a W.
Edward.
Eduardo.
No, and not Eduardo. There's a
Sure
U
it's
in there,
Eduardo,
dude.
Yeah, for
Eduardo.
sure. There's a U in there. It's not Eddard.
Eduardo.
Eddard Stark is from fucking
Eddard.
Game of Thrones.
There you go.
Oh, from 24.
But
Mr. John Eduardo.
But nah, yo, he kept like, I don't know, he was saying like fuck you and shit like that, and Mr. Bob was just like, yeah, Mr. Bob was just like, you know, enough with that
Mr.
shit.
Bob.
Enough with that shit. So he fucking duct taped his mouth.
Really?
Yeah, and he had fucking.
And would the kid just sit there and not take it off?
Dude, nobody would fuck with him because this dude was like a badass Irish dude.
Why would just take the duct tape off?
He's
so lucky he wasn't on 143.
No, he wasn't lucky. Listen to this, dude. So
he got a big fucking lawsuit going.
Yo, this shit gets crazy. So Mr. Bob, another time where we weren't behaving, and he just kidnapped us.
Yeah, that's
essentially
all right.
Like he just drove around.
He deserves to be in jail.
Nah, he's a real good dude.
No, fuck that dude.
Nah,
no,
he's not. Nah,
no.
he's actually straight as fuck.
No.
People were acting crazy.
No.
People
he
were
taught
acting.
me how to make love to a woman.
Matter.
Nah, listen.
It does not matter. You cannot drive around with other people's children.
Dude, people.
It does not matter.
We were. It was fucked up. Like
he's just one of the guys.
Dude,
people were
acting crazy, bro.
I don't care.
Like
don't
this
matter.
shit was out of control.
It's not your call to drive around with other people's children.
Dude, he just kept driving from exit 10 to exit 11 and just looped it over and over and over again. Yo, so people started putting up signs on the windows saying call 911, we're getting kidnapped.
Absolutely.
And people called 911.
Please.
Yo, he got away with it.
No, he should be in
perfectly.
jail.
Yo, they didn't even get a slap on the wrist. So then
that guy should be in jail.
Yo, so then he's at the
dude.
He could have just dropped you guys off back at the school.
That's what they
what
they brought us to the police station.
They did that to us, but then our bus driver lied, drove us past the police station and slowed down and said, "I'm gonna stop," and we're like, "Oh fuck," and then he just drove away and brought us, and we're like, "What?"
Dude, one time our bus driver stopped and called the police.
Oh, I believe it.
Because we were doing those fucking
Smarty.
Nah, what the fuck are those wasps?
Oh, yo, that shit got bonkers, bro. Wasps.
We did a lot.
That's an epidemic.
But anyway, Mr. Bob.
So this is how we got fired though. So we're at the bus stop.
He said fuck in front of a kid.
Nah, we're at dude. Nah, we're at the bus stop one day.
He's a tall cunt.
He stuck his dick in my friend.
All right.
Dude, he was like a good dude. You know how you guys explained Mr. Brown?
Yeah.
That's how he was in town. So
I
like
doubt
people like the no. Yo, the parents knew.
He sounds like Mr. Bob.
Nah. If Miss
He
like,
was he was like chef in South
No one,
Park.
like
his first name wasn't
listen,
Brown.
listen, dude. The parents like knew like if Mr. Bob was like, yo, these kids were misbehaving.
This is so weird.
Yo, first of all, what person do you know uses their first name for
the last
Mr. Bob?
Nothing good.
No one ever calls me Mr. Michael. I never.
He would definitely have slaves if this was like 100 years ago. Only slave owners use their first name.
Mr. And you can't even have a normal name. You can't have Mr. Nick.
You can't say Mr. your first name in
No, but
any
Mr.
situation.
Nick, Mr. Nick doesn't work.
Mr. Nick?
Bob is weird as
Unless
fuck.
my last name was Nick.
No, but if your first name is Nick, Mr. Nick. His first name was Bob. That's his first name.
No, I know, and that's where the problem is.
Yeah, but even just the name itself, you can't.
What went through his head when they
If
were
he
like,
was
"Yo,
like
what's your
Mr.
name?" Like, "Oh, what's the bus driver's name?" "Oh, my name is Mr. Bob." They was just telling kids that. What do you think the guys?
Freaking me
The guys at the fucking school bus company were probably like,
No,
"Who do they call him?"
Mr. Bob.
There's Mr. Bob.
Yeah, everyone calls
just
him.
call him
My
Bob.
kids don't take
Wait,
that bus.
no, he brings that bus home with him. That's the scary part.
Yeah, I
Nah,
know.
it
And that
wasn't-
used to be
no
the
one-
fucking the myth
He
used to
doesn't
be
bring
like,
it.
Don't fall asleep on Mr. Bob's bus.
First of all, people did.
He takes the bus home with him.
First of all, people did fall asleep
no.
on Mr. Bob's bus, and that meant you had to get off at Riverside.
No, because think about it,
That's
yo.
where Mr. Bob
in
lives?
That was the last
Stanford,
stop.
in Stanford, if you fall asleep on the bus, when they get to the back to the place, they go, "Oh fuck, there's a kid in my bus though," and then they call your parents. Mr. Bob just brings you home.
The saddest thing would be like that he lived in the bus.
He didn't though. He got.
He lived in the bus.
Yo,
he lived in
lived
the
right
bus.
next to the baseball
Mr. Bob
field.
lived in the bus.
He lived
And
right
he
next to
like
the
after the
baseball
last kid, he
He
like
lived
took
next
care
to
of
the
you guys.
baseball field. The Little League baseball
He used to
field.
cook hot dogs.
He was the
inside
guy
bus
that
and
lived in the
there.
van by the river.
No.
He lived in the school bus by the
Yo,
baseball
he was
park.
like the dude that like if Mr. Bob said so, the parents were like, "Yo, you were misbehaving." Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because Mr. Bob said so.
Nah, he'd be like, "Yo, be like, Mommy, Mr. Bob slapped me in the back of the head. Well, what you do?"
Exactly.
Well, what
exactly.
did you do?
Yo, so this is how he got
Mr.
fired though.
Bob.
This is how he got fired though, is because he's actually a good guy. Even though,
He's not a good guy.
no, he is actually.
Bob?
No, he's a good guy despite your fucking bullshit accusations. Fucking.
No one calls a good guy Mr. Bob.
They do.
That's
Listen.
an evil villain. That's a
Listen.
villain's name.
Listen, yo, this chick in my neighborhood, her mom was a drunk, right? And everybody.
Mrs. Bob?
No, this is not Mr. Bob didn't live in the neighborhood. He was just our bus driver. So this chick in the neighborhood, her mom was a drunk. She was a mail woman. She was a
Makes
delivery
sense.
woman.
Makes perfect sense.
She had her steering wheel on the right hand side of the car.
On her own car?
In her own car.
Gee.
Yeah.
That's
Big time.
awesome.
And she was a drunk, like she was drunk all the time, and she was a delivery woman, like.
I believe
Dude,
that.
and she would rock around driving on the opposite side, all
That's
the time.
sick as fuck.
So one
That's
time
like he's dreaming.
No, because you get a Nissan Skyline right side drive.
she had a fucking station wagon, so with a gold steering wheel. It was a white
Oh.
station wagon with a gold steering wheel. So we're
Damn,
dude, so
that's
we're all at the
fire.
bus stop,
Perfect.
and like
That's so fire.
I was saying, like 30 kids get off in Riverside because they didn't bring you to your house. Like there was a bus stop, and 30 kids would get off, and then just go, chill. So everyone's getting on the bus, and it takes mad long to get 30 fucking kids on the bus.
Hell
So
yeah.
I'm sitting in
And
line.
You're stuck behind there trying to get to work.
It's ridiculous. Right?
Fuck.
Am I right? Fucking. So I'm trying to get on the bus, and I'm like 6 kids behind, and there's people like stacking in. And it was also took long because obviously everybody knew like you can't take so and so's, like, you know what I'm saying, like it was like there was a hierarchy.
Yeah, you gotta sit in
know,
the spots.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got
there's
your
a hierarchy.
spots,
You
of course.
You know, you get your shit
The
beat
8th
in.
graders
You would
got it
get
first.
jumped. You would get jumped and shit like that if you were in the wrong seat. But fucking. So it was taking forever, and I'm trying to get on the bus, and this girl's mom just drives into the back of the bus while all the kids we're like walking
Trying to
up
get
this,
in.
like we're all
Yeah, there's
getting
a
into the
line
bus.
outside.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was stopped.
There's a line
It
outside.
was stopped with the fucking with
Yeah.
the fucking thing out.
Red
dude.
lights flashing.
And the girl's mom, like, she was on
She
the
was
bus.
a drunk.
She was
No, she was a
drunk.
drunk. She was
She
driving
hit the
with
gas
car.
instead of the
I'll get
brake.
it, but like that girl, the ladies.
Yeah, she was on the bus.
She was on the bus. That's
Mhm.
embarrassing.
She hit the gas instead of the
And-
brake. You know what happened? Her foot slipped.
Dude.
Well, no, she was.
kept
No,
going.
she's on the.
Bro, so
Think
she
about. She
was-
falls asleep. She nods. Her
She-
foot goes off the brake right to the gas.
Yo, It was like that though, because it looked like she passed out. Honestly,
Right?
It's fucking weird.
Hell yeah,
because I was outside of the bus when
what
it
if
happened.
she was like, I fucking hate school buses?
That's another option, maybe.
Fuck you, Mr. Bob.
She waited for her child to get on.
We only got one side of the story.
She waited for her kid to get on and then tried to kill her.
But because she was in like a old school style station wagon with the long hood in the
You're
front.
like, oh, that's just Miss.
Oh, that's Miss Bob.
No, that's not Miss Bob. Different family.
You're really fucking the
But
story.
dude, you know it's like a long hood on the fucking
Hell yeah,
old
it
school
had a
station
V16
wagon.
in that
Yeah,
bitch.
But was that was it the school bus?
W16. Got a W2 tax form under
Had a
the
W2 under that bitch.
Yo,
but did was your school bus the one that fucking
was
that had the
magic?
engine in the
Was it
back?
the magic one?
Did you have like a little
was it-
ramp in the back, like on the
No,
last seat?
no,
there
no.
wasn't a ramp.
What?
You don't
No.
remember the?
No, I know what you're
Oh,
talking
for
about.
the
I know what you're
heater.
talking about.
But
no.
the engine was on the back. Was the engine?
Oh, for the no.
I know
that
what
was
you're
the
talking
engine?
about, Tech.
That was the engine. Where the fuck was the
I
engine?
thought that
at?
was the heater.
That was the engine.
Remember
it
there
was
was
the
a
engine,
heater?
I
There
know,
were
but there was
heaters
an
there,
engine and a
facts.
heater too. It was both of them.
Tech, I know what you're talking about, and no.
And we used to throw our book bags on top.
No. Oh,
Remember
in the very
In the very
back.
back.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, that wasn't our normal bus.
That was the engine.
Our
So,
normal
no,
bus
it
wasn't like
It was
that.
not that type of bus.
Our
and
bus
it was
had
in the front.
the flat back.
With
But
the
yo,
back door.
Because
Yeah,
they
that was
switched it.
that was
They
our normal
switched
bus.
it. Yeah, they switched
that
it.
was the ill shit. You could sit back there and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And
We
it
should
was
just
like a
throw our-
vert ramp.
It was a vert ramp. Yeah, we should just.
Oh,
That was sixth. I remember
Dude.
6th grade.
Yo, so
that
That's
was
what
a,
we had.
that was a dope bus.
you know the long hood on a fucking station wagon?
I do
Yeah.
exactly.
Bro, she drove right under the
Shout
bus.
out Mr. Vitola.
Fucking
Just
yo,
laugh
she
in the
drove,
comments.
she
good.
drove
That
right
was
under
good.
that shit while we were all stepping. Like there was a line of kids getting on the bus, and but Mr. Bob,
He
like
had a
Wait, they're circumcised, so they wouldn't have long hoods
No,
at all.
you didn't let me say
All
that
right,
wasn't
fuck.
circumcised.
Oh, okay. All right. No, I'm getting more of it.
more of it. Yo.
Morovich.
Yeah, but so Mr. Bob got out of the bus and was like, made sure she was straight and she was all right. Her car was fine. And then got on the bus and told all of us, keep your fucking mouth shut. Like, don't say anything, because he knew that she would get fucked over, because I think she had a DUI.
Wait, what were we
or
talking
something
about again?
Talking
The-
about the
when
girl's
she hit the
mother.
mailbox.
She was
No,
like her mom. This girl's
Oh,
mom
she
was
hit the
an
hour
bus. She
ago.
hit the
This girl's
bus.
mom was
That
a
was an
drunk.
hour
This girl's mom was a drunk, and she ran into
Oh,
the back
okay.
of
And
the bus while we were all walking.
but
on it.
everyone was straight.
Supposedly. So
What do you mean
fucking
supposedly?
listen. So Mr. Bob goes, "Yo, is everyone good?" And everyone on the bus was like, "Yeah, we're good. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine." No one said a
The
fucking.
bus. How much did the bus move?
I mean, it
No, I was saying, like, did people really fucking rock? Or
a little bit. No, yeah, they did though.
Alright,
It moved.
no, I was just
Like,
You're
wondering,
just
like-
basically telling us why this guy should be in jail.
No,
listen to
because
this,
this is
no, you guys were-
because
you
bus
guys were
driver should
saying
be
that- no,
protecting
no.
the drunk mother also.
No,
and
you
the
guys
kid.
were saying that
He's
she
a-
was
he's
a
a-
piece of shit type shit. But what I'm saying
Oh,
is
Mr.
he
Bob is still a
literally
piece of shit.
Yo, nah,
His
listen.
name, it sucks.
I know, but yo, listen. He literally went to the bus. Was like, "Yo, is everyone all right?" Checked every. Like,
Every
touched
pulse?
everybody.
Everybody
Made sure-
pulse
He
you
made
got.
sure- Are you okay in this area?
Show me where.
Show me where.
He used to bring us over the yellow line.
Yeah, he used to give us bump
Nah,
checks.
Yo, made sure everything was
Bump
good.
check?
Every speed bump.
Yo, and then was like
He
everyone.
used to cup check us
Yo, and then
on the
ev-
bus.
Who's got their cup on?
Cup check.
just in case.
He used to cup check at railroad crossings.
We stop frequently.
We
stop at all. We stop.
Chasing the JMO with IPA.
We stop at all railroad crossings, yeah, just to check our students.
We're unzipping them right now.
Put him.
We're unzipping his past.
My pass?
Metaphorically.
Are you talking because I'm chasing liquor with liquor?
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about your pants, bro.
That's my
Yeah,
style.
Mr. Bob unzipped
Mr.
your
I'm wearing
pants.
Bob.
sweatpants.
He said Mr. Bob unzipped your pants.
He didn't.
The XYZ.
Yo, so he
The B.O.B.
Like I
to
said,
the XYZ.
made sure everyone was straight, bro. And then fucking literally just told
And then he
everyone.
touched
He was
them.
like, "Yo, guys, everyone's good.
They were all straight.
No one say a goddamn thing, because like we don't want so and so's mom to get in trouble."
And he had already told us about not saying
Because he was fucking her.
No,
No?
because he
you
knew
don't
that
think
she
so?
had a drinking problem. So,
But maybe
dude, not at all.
Mr. Bob
Mr. Bob
was not fucking Mrs. Bob.
He didn't have a wife. He didn't have kids.
What was her name?
All he had was a
He
school
has
bus.
kids. His son is the fucking
Mr.
commissioner. He's a
Mr. Bob
commissioner.
Jr.
He's the commissioner of our softball league.
No.
Yeah.
Bob Jr.
And he owns a pretty prominent landscaping company in town.
I'm sure he does.
Big Bob, Little Bob,
Nope.
Big Bob Jr. His dad's Little Bob, and he's Big Bob.
Jesus Christ. He's Bob's son?
He's Big Bob
He's
Jr.
Big Bob's son?
Big Bob. No, he's Little Bob's son.
Mike Bobson.
No, he's
Yo.
Big Bob.
No, he's Big Bob.
Mr. Bob's son?
Mr. Bob's son. Little Bob's son. Big Bob Jr.
In Ireland, that would be the case.
So when
The
we got to
Sayings.
so when we got to school, this one kid on the bus went to the nurse's office and was like, my neck hurts. And she was like, yo, why's your neck hurt? And he was like, we got in a car accident this morning.
Crossface.
All he could say was Big Bob.
Crippler crossface, I tried to say.
Nah, he said we got in a car accident this morning, and then he got fired for not reporting the woman to the police.
Yeah, that
Wait, so why did his neck hurt?
Because of it didn't really do. He was just being like that.
He wanted to. Yeah. I mean, how can you say that? He might have got whiplash.
He really didn't.
I
don't think so. Maybe he did.
I'm way off the beaten path. I forgot we were talking about.
But this is just like when we brought up Mr. Woods last week. Remember when I told you that I slap boxed him?
Mr.
You
Woods?
didn't say that on the podcast.
I did
No,
say
he
that.
didn't.
Well, I thought we talked about this on a podcast.
Yo, so the guy,
We
the
did.
fucking kid
Did not.
snitched in the end.
Yeah, he snitched.
And what did he get?
He got fired.
No, what did the kid get in the end?
Whiplash.
But did he sue? Or
No.
So that's why
He just got
fucked
the
it up
best.
for
He
nothing.
just got the best bus driver in the
No, but
town
I'm
fired.
saying, yeah, he fucked it up for nothing.
Yeah, everybody.
Oh,
He used to
we-
play the Pokemon theme song in the morning.
Good, yeah, good. That sounds awesome.
I don't want a
Fuck.
bus driver.
Our bus
wanna
driver, we
be
didn't have it, but
the
I feel like
very
ours was.
best
Yeah.
that no one
One
ever
ever
was.
was.
Dun, dun, dun.
Big Bob was a
Gotta
weirdo.
catch 'em all.
Oh, Pokemon. And then it was, Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
He played that?
all the time.
Oh, all right, I love him already. I
No,
hate him,
my
but
house
I
Christmas
hate him.
You can't hate him,
But I
bro.
love
Mr.
him.
Bob is like the fucking
No,
OG
man,
bus
I
driver.
Would he
Yeah.
have been a bus driver now?
Yeah.
No,
If they,
no, they don't
Yo,
allow
100%.
Mr. Bob's
In
to be,
Riverside,
no.
though.
he would have had tenure.
Absolutely
Riverside?
not.
Every dude,
Absolutely
he
not.
had the full support.
No,
bro.
no. If he was just brand new, no one ever.
So
even
in
knew who he
Riverside,
was.
he's a 30-year bus driver.
No,
Down
no,
here,
no.
you wouldn't even have got
No,
the
no,
job.
I'm saying no. He just shows up right now, 2019. Hey, I'm Mr. Bob.
Down here, he would have gotten.
You
Get
could
the fuck out of here, Mr.
If
He
you
would have
were-
got fired in a moment.
What if he was like, "Hey, I'm Bob. I brought my own bus."
Get the fuck yeah.
Get out of
Nah,
here.
they would have
Get
done him. They
outta
would
here.
have done him in a minute because he didn't have
Get
the
sent-
support
I
of
brought
the
kids.
locals.
I brought the kids too. He brought kids from the old county.
I got my own
From
kids.
Riverside
I
that
brought
didn't
the
listen.
Riverside.
I got a
kids.
bus.
They didn't listen.
Yo, you got a bus full of kids.
Brought him
Yo,
to his job interview.
Yo, he's got all your boys from back then still in the bus. He's been driving them around for 15
Yo,
years.
that's a Scooby Doo theme.
This guy still got him.
That's
I got the Riverside boys in the back.
The river rats.
The ones that didn't make it out. You're the ones that made it out.
I made it
If
out.
you didn't make it out, you'd be on Mr. Bob's bus right now.
Nah, I made it out because he got fired.
Oh, it's right. He got fired.
He's
If
like
you
a-
didn't get, yeah.
I made it out the other bus
If you
drivers.
never
though.
got
They were more
fired,
dangerous.
if
Mr.
you-
Bob
yo,
was at least a good driver.
If he
He's
never,
He
better than
wouldn't
a
have,
drunk
he wouldn't
lady.
have made it out unless he was a junior
yo,
high
if
school
Mr.
bus
Bob
driver.
never gets fired,
He wasn't. He was
Then he
elementary
w- I
school.
know, but if he was- but
oh
then-
no, he was junior high too.
He was junior high,
Yeah,
so then
yeah.
if he definitely could make it
Yeah.
out.
Mr. Bob never gets fired.
No, nothing.
Mr. Bob never gets fired. Sid Floyd is still
good
on that
fucking yo tech
Fuck, I didn't
drop
hear it.
again.
Yeah.
He said junior high making out. That's a line from.
That's a good line.
That's a tech. Goddamn.
You'd be making out on Mr. Bob's bus right now if he never got fired. Yeah, what if he was one of those dudes that just retired with the
He'd
bus?
be like, "Yo, he was a really nice
And
bus
pick you
driver.
guys
He
up
just
for L
kissed
rides."
us every time we got on the bus."
He always kissed me on both cheeks.
He just-
Nah, yo, on the bus we used to fucking just have.
He always touched my
everybody
butt,
used to-
but
everybody used to just pitch in for Bud.
for Mr. Bob,
No, like after this is in high school. Like we'd be on the way home and everybody would like we had our boy who was out of high school and he would
he
come-
would still take the bus.
he would come meet us, but he'd always be late.
Did
He'd
you have a
always
white
be-
station wagon?
He'd always be late.
Okay.
So we'd call him last period and tell him that we had last period off because then you show up on
Did
time.
he run into the back of your bus?
No.
Okay.
And on the bus,
Okay,
that's what we
that's too
do is
far.
we just gather up funds.
Absolutely.
For the pool.
I know the
You
gathering
pull
the
it up,
funds.
yeah.
Gathering
Neighborhood
of the
pool.
funds. Yo, write it down. That's
gathering
a
of the
festival.
funds.
That's a festival. That's a festival.
Jesus
Fuck.
Christ, it's so expensive.
That's a
Yo,
festival,
stop knocking
dude.
Joe.
That's a
It's so
festival.
expensive. You got to get 30 friends to gather up the funds.
That was when we played Kickity Can, though. Was when we got off the bus.
Yo.
Rig.
No, you can't say you played kickity can.
At the bus stop.
You played kickity can?
Yeah.
We used to go.
We had a boombox. We never played kickity can.
We used to have fucking 15 people on a tenny. We played kickity can.
Dude, imagine,
football, though. We
imagine
played
a
football
boom.
for sure.
Yo, it didn't even
On the
have.
concrete. We
Dude,
played
it sucks.
Oh, absolutely.
It
But we didn't even
sucks when
have
you don't-
anti-skip in that boombox.
It sucks when
Imagine
you don't have
that.
any money as a kid, yo.
Yo, imagine,
some whack
yo,
ass
imagine
games.
having a boombox and being the shit, and it didn't even have anti-skip. And then you're like, you can't play it on the bus.
Shit.
You gotta wait.
Skip.
Anti-skip, you're like,
What the fuck is that?
The bus is shot at that point.
No, that's hilarious. Mr. Bob is the best thing I ever heard.
OG.
I got kicked off of school buses when I was in
No,
school. I had to
yeah,
take
no,
the
we all got kicked off.
I know. I had to take the city bus in middle
Yo,
school.
wait, so let me tell you that the
For what?
the last time we ever got kicked off a bus
Multiple
was my
offenses.
fault. Yo, the last time we ever got kicked off a bus, literally all was my fault. 8th grade, the last bus ride home. We
At the end of
decided
the school year?
end of
So
school
you
year.
get kicked off as shit.
No, but
you
we,
guys are kicked off for the rest
No, I'm
of
gonna
the
tell you what
fucking
happened.
time
I'm
you're
gonna
at
tell you
middle
why
school.
everyone hated me for a whole summer. Not really. Well, probably not really, but I'm just exaggerating. But so
Because I pissed in
we
the
just-
front of the
no,
bus and they were going up.
no, we decided to have a water balloon fight
on the
on
bus.
the school bus,
Good idea.
and it was the best fucking idea ever.
You guys smoke bogeys on the bus?
We
In
didn't-
middle school?
We didn't. No, if we were smoking
At
black
point-
and
at any
milds.
point.
We didn't smoke
Same
a lot
shit.
of bogeys, but yeah.
Yeah, we just do the same shit.
West
Back
Hill,
in the bus.
yeah.
And then so what happened was, we got all these water balloons in the bathroom, had them all in a book bag. We had them all set. It was perfect, and it was literally the best idea. Like, dude,
It's not the best idea.
no, I'm telling you, like everybody was so on board. Like, alright,
Everyone
fuck it,
was-
yo, there was girls, dudes, everybody.
The girls were dancing with the guys. the
we
guys
were
were
getting like
dancing with
wet.
the
Like everybody was getting
was great.
wet on purpose.
Wet.
Like it was an awesome
Everyone was
idea.
getting wet.
On
It was a
purpose.
perfect idea. And then this
And
dude,
this was when there was only two genders.
only two genders. Only two genders.
You can only imagine.
And everyone was getting wet.
No, dude, you could imagine. We're all fucking, 12 years old, whatever.
Wrestling in the
And
jimmies.
getting wet. The girls had t-shirts on, and we were like fucking having a good time. It was awesome. Then this kid up in the front was talking shit the whole time. And then I have a water balloon in my hand, and we're all fucking shit. And I see this kid with his head up, and he's like talking shit, and he's gonna go to like to cross from one seat to the other seat, and I see it happening, and I go, oh shit, he's about to cross over the seats, and he's talking shit the whole time.
You're in the
'cause
front of the bus?
I'm in the back,
Oh, okay.
and we're having a party,
Mhm.
getting wet with water balloons. We're 12 years old throwing water balloons at each other in the back of the bus, all having a great time, and I have a water balloon in my hand. And this kid in the front, he's like in 6th grade, he's talking shit the whole time, and no one's paying attention to him. And I hear him.
You airmailed it?
No, so I have this water balloon, and we're having a great time, and I hear him talk shit. And then he goes to jump from
That's when
across
I knew I was
the
gonna
aisles.
be a postman.
Yo, exactly.
When I
Yo,
airmailed
he
it.
went to cross the aisles. And I seen him, and I just threw a water balloon
Frizzle-y.
straight through the aisle. And he jumped across the aisle, and it I swear, it almost
molded
fucking
across his
touched his
face?
hair. It almost touched it. It skimmed his fucking
And
head.
I swear, if it would have hit that frizzy fucking hair, it would have popped.
Dude, it skimmed across his head. No, it was a white. No, don't even.
Whoa!
You're talking about frizzy hair. Yeah, I felt like you were trying to tell me. Like,
I mean,
be
yo,
racist.
dude, it could have been fucking raining out.
You're right. That doesn't make sense.
I mean, if they didn't use Pantene Pro V,
But either way, all right, I might have been wrong for saying that, but either way, I fucking threw it.
I'll own it.
He was actually though. The funny part was because he said that though, he was actually a fucking Russian kid, and it was the funniest thing. And then it almost hit his fucking head, skimmed his head, and hit the fucking windshield of the front of the bus.
Oh, and there was no windshield wipers on the inside of the
No,
bus.
there was no windshield wipers on the inside of the bus, and the fucking bus driver stopped and turned around and brought us all back to school. And
Mr. Bass?
Yeah, and no. Said everyone get off the bus, and we all got off the bus.
And he left.
Yeah, and he left.
That's
And
it.
everyone needed a call for rides home, and everyone was pissed because nobody had and I ended up walking home that day. with guac sauce.
How
Through
far is
Pepper
that?
Ridge. It's 8 miles.
3 hours.
It's 8 miles.
8 miles takes you 3 miles.
It wasn't not 3 miles.
No,
Yeah.
Vine
8 miles.
Vine Road to East Side.
8 miles. 7.5 miles.
8. Are you sure? 8 miles.
7.5 miles.
8. Okay, yeah, 8 miles.
Takes you
10-minute
3 hours?
miles.
Takes you 3 hours?
80 minutes. We were not running.
That's not 3 hours.
We were walking. So that's like what? An hour a 30-minute mile. We're fucking walking. We're fucking young as fuck walking.
Oh, 4.
I used to walk.
4.4
I used to
miles.
walk.
All right, so 4.
I used to walk
yeah,
3
all right.
miles home.
So
all the
no,
time.
perfect. So 4.4 miles.
I used to walk 3
Say
miles.
we were
home all the
walking.
time.
Say we were walking in
Didn't take 3 hours.
It took 4 miles. We
I
walked
used to walk
slow.
3 miles.
No,
home
we
all
weren't.
the
It
We
says
weren't.
an hour and a
All
half
the
to
time.
walk.
Yeah. Fuck you doing for
An
3
hour
hours?
and a half.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many miles an
You
hour
guys
is
getting
that?
wet for
How many
fucking-
miles an hour is that?
It says it right there.
It says it right there.
How many miles in an hour? 1.5 miles in an
It's
hour.
1.5
No,
miles.
it's 4.3 miles.
No,
An hour and a half and 4.3 miles.
Oh yeah, what am I talking about?
So how many
Yeah,
miles?
Text me and you were just like, it says it.
How many miles per hour is that? 25?
What? Not even close.
I'm so happy. That
It was-
I'm so happy.
In 1.5 hours, you go 4.3 miles.
Yeah. So
Okay.
do the
Walking at what speed? That's
So
what I'm
how
saying.
many? 4.3 divided by 1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're
So
going
do it
about
for me, please.
2.7
That's
miles
you
an
guys.
hour.
How much?
2.7 miles an hour?
2.7.
How he's just putting numbers out there.
No,
I
I'm
don't-
not.
Okay, so
actually
no, I'm
did the
saying
math.
figure it out for me. So if you go an hour and it takes 1 hour and a half. So an hour, right?
1.5 hours.
A minute, 60 minutes in an hour. I mean, a minute.
90 minutes it takes you to go
A mile a minute.
4.3 miles in 90 minutes.
A mile a minute.
No,
right?
you're not going.
That's what if we're driving 60 miles an hour. That's
Yeah.
usually how I figure it
Yeah.
out on the highway how long
Yeah.
it's gonna take for me to get somewhere.
Yeah.
I usually do a mile a minute because I'm usually driving around 60.
3.
Well, you did 4.5 divided by 1.5. I could have done that too, but it's 4.3
3
divided
hours.
by
I
1.5.
Thank
did
you.
it. It's
3
3
hours.
hours. It's 3 miles per 3 miles per hour.
Oh yeah, so we were walking way slower than that because what I was trying to say is that we weren't in a like we were walking like we weren't like in a rush to get there, so we were walking slow and it took us about 3 hours to get home.
I was on the dot.
Pretty damn close.
I was on the dot.
Oh, you said 2.7. You were on the dot. 100p.
2.7 miles
Good for you, dude.
an hour.
You were right on that.
Yeah, so
was
we
it?
were probably walking 5 miles an hour.
Fucking Tech8.
So that's
and
probably
there's a
what.
0 after that too. So
So the roundup is
the
even.
fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, that's
No, not me,
facts,
but I'm
dude.
saying we were probably walking around 5 miles an hour
Tech8, dude.
because it took us 3 hours to get home.
Serious.
I
I'll
told
tell
you
you
I
it
was
did.
acoustic.
I know you're acoustic.
You're-
I've been said that.
You sound great
You don't need no wires,
at all.
no tech.
I don't need nothing.
You're
Tech
yo,
ain't wearing the wire. He's
acoustic
acoustic.
8.
I'm acoustic.
He ain't
Acoustic
wearing
8.
wire.
Yo, you just changed your whole name. We heard it now. Acoustic 8.
I'm on the aquasm spectrum.
Acoustic 8 would be so much better than Tech 8, I think.
I don't
Acoustic?
think so.
No,
I
that's a
think
lot of
Tech8's
words.
hot.
That's a lot
Tech8
of
So you're just gonna be
syllables.
acoustic straight up acoustic.
No, just I'm acoustic.
You can't
Tech
be
8's
acoustic if you're
acoustic.
tech.
That's what
Yeah,
they
you
told my
can.
parents when I was a kid, though.
So you can be like an acoustic
told
electric
me it was
guitar.
acoustic.
So all right, so if you have an acoustic guitar, if you have an acoustic guitar,
Sitting there.
oh, come on, what do you mean, dude? We're
It's like I'm giving you
podcasting.
gold.
I hear it. Yeah, I'm not,
sitting
I hear it. No, if you have an acoustic guitar and you plug it into an amp,
You're an electric.
is it?
Nah.
It's
I'll take it.
electric.
Boogie
I
woogie
couldn't.
woogie.
I couldn't.
Yeah. I should have said yo, I guess. Fucking-
Hey.
So
that's
basically-
not-
hey, look at
So,
me.
My school bus
all right, so
driver,
I got my.
I used to blow. We used to get goose down jackets,
Okay.
poke a hole in it, pull the feathers out,
Okay.
and
Stick your
blow
dick
it,
through the
and
hole?
blow it all over the bus.
Okay.
All right.
Why? The fuck?
Cause you're idiots.
Why? That sounds stupid as fuck.
ridiculous.
That sounds horrible. You know
What's
what
that?
we were doing? Spitting spitballs out the window.
Well, yeah,
That was
we did
fucking
that too.
awesome. Dude, I remember. All right. One more story. We're driving down Hope Street. I forgot what bus I was
Wait,
on.
they did have cameras.
No, not
Yeah,
all
they
the buses.
did.
No, on the newer buses.
Remember the
yeah,
buses
later
with the
on.
cameras
Later
on
on, they did. Later
I
on, they
do
did.
remember that now.
Yo,
'cause they used
we
to,
got in
they
trouble.
Caught a couple people.
Yo, before they had cameras, when it was snowing out, we used to open the emergency exit out the back, grab the snow off the roof, make snowballs
and
then throw them at the cars behind us.
Yeah. Or you could do it out the side windows and throw it off the top.
Yeah, but we used to open the emergency exit door, and then we would jump out of the emergency exit at our bus stops, close it. Then when he would drive off, we would hang onto the bumper and slide across the ice.
Jesus Christ.
That was so. I can't believe we used to do that shit.
You never like kids.
We used to throw
kids doing that shit. You never let your daughters do that shit.
I mean,
right?
I would. Yeah,
you would.
I would.
You would?
And I would just if they told. I want them to tell me that they did it. That's the only thing. I just want them to be like, "Yo, I just pulled on the bus." I was like, "Yo, you know you could die, right?" Yeah. Don't. All right. Well, then don't do that again. All right. Well,
like Dad, did you ever do that?
Because I did it. Of course, I did a couple times. Like, yo, we used to do the craziest shit.
What if she was like, what if she said she did that, and you're like,
dude, the bus driver would stop.
Of course she did.
And we would jump out of the emergency exit, and then just close it, and then he would just drive away.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was awesome, but it's like we were just so stupid that we would just do that all the time, and it would be fine. It's like.
We tied a fucking
now I think about it,
computer
so dumb.
chair to the back of the fucking bus and went down Seaside Avenue.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's ballsy.
That's
when they
crazy.
stopped that. So they stopped that. But the crazy thing about it was there was nobody left on the bus.
That's crazy.
It was last stop.
But you were sitting in the chair?
No, George Uzar was.
Oh, he's a fucking
And he started
animal.
going towards.
He's an animal.
Started going towards McDonald's, like down that side of Seaside.
Oh my god!
So they were going back to the highway.
Are you crazy?
Oh my god!
That dude's a fucking. That dude is it. That was the guy who fucking would always have fireworks, always be doing crazy shit, pyro shit. Like
that's how I met him, yo. He fucking.
He was a fucking.
He had
animal.
one of those glass stink bombs in the 5th grade. I met him in 5th grade.
He had all the dumb shit,
KT
all the
Murphy.
crazy shit.
And the bathroom on the 5th grade at KT Murphy was like right next to all the fucking what's it called? All the whole hallway was 5th grade classes, and there was a bathroom. He just fucking broke the shit. I met him in it before it. He's like, I'm about to do a stink bomb. So I was like, all right, I'm going to get out. He's like, all right. And he just did it, and it screwed the whole day up, yo. It screwed everything up. I was in 4th grade.
I was in middle school.
My boy sprayed me with mace in the bathroom one time.
Oh, that sucks.
Jesus Christ.
That sounds
he was shooting it at me, and I kept ducking behind the bathroom stall door.
What
the fuck?
And what, though?
Like, why?
He was because his mom gave it to him because he got
he
jumped
just
at
like,
the lobster fest.
So why was he shooting at you? What the fuck? Why was he shooting at you? Lobster fest. You ever been to a lobster?
He got jumped at it. Mom, I got jumped at the lobster fest. Here's a mace.
Oh man.
So
funny. On that
so he
note,
thought it'd be funny to just toss it at me, I guess. But it was whatever.
That's fucking stupid. Why would the fuck would he shoot mace?
I don't know.
Yo, let's talk. Wait, let's talk about why you guys didn't you get suspended from KT Murphy for putting the matches in the.
No.
That wasn't you.
For putting the matches?
You laying matches in the bathroom?
No. I got suspended from KT Murphy for punching Justin after he punched me.
That's not the same.
I got suspended for a half a day.
I thought you like matches in the bathroom.
Nah. I never got suspended. I got suspended. So the only time
I got pee so bad.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Should we kill this one so Mike can pee and we'll just end it?
Yeah, why not?
How long we go?
Or does Tech want to talk about his suspension?
Nah, we good.
Yeah, no, talk.
Nah, we good.
Talk then, and I'll go.
It was middle school. I got suspended half a day. It was the worst thing in my life.
Why?
Don't ever get suspended half a day because I had to stay in the vice principal's
office. Oh, the half.
Day.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it was the worst thing. I just got suspended. I just got suspended. It was the worst thing ever.
Where? What school?
KT Murphy.
Yeah.
No. Armengol.
I never got
remember her?
suspended.
Remember her though?
Elementary school. Yeah, I remember.
She was married to the.
I remember her perfectly. I remember.
She was married
the gym
to our
teacher.
gym teacher.
Yeah.
In TOR.
Yep. I remember.
And then the other gym teacher's daughter was the teacher.
Mr. Esposito.
That was my brother's teacher.
That was my social studies teacher.
My dad. I never had her though. I never had her. My brother used to have her, and my dad used to go in there spitting mad game to her. Yo, she was bad though. And my dad was a fat Italian guy trying to spit game to like a 29-year-old.
That's cool though. That's.
He was trying to Tony Soprano it.
That's what it is.
But her dad was a G though. Mr. Esposito.
I feel like that's a fucking. Everyone who has that.
Dude, he looked like.
He looked like a hockey player.
He looked like Joe Torre. I swear to God, he looked like Joe Torre. He was a boss. He had like no. Actually, you know who he looked like? Mike Francesca. You know who that is? He's like a New York baseball fucking radio host.
Oh,
you know
Mike
what I'm
Francesca from
Mike and the Mad Dog.
Mike and the Mad Dog.
Yeah, Mike in the Morning, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, that one.
Absolutely, that's funny.
He looks exactly like that dude. And his daughter was a 4th grade teacher at our middle school. I mean, at our elementary school, and she was bad. She was mob affiliated, probably. Nah.
We had some pretty hot teachers in our high school.
Dude, our teachers used to fuck each other, dude. I remember my
So same here though.
My 2nd grade teacher had a baby, right? And they had just hired a new gym teacher, Mr. Henderson. He was fucking awesome, yo. He was a black dude. And our 2nd grade substitute that came in to take over for the lady that just had a baby was fucking him. Was fucking the gym teacher.
No shit.
While they were while they were teaching us. And he used to come to the class. And we always used to say it, but we never knew it.
Yeah, like as a joke.
Dude, all our teachers, I know.
Yo. So, speaking of gym teachers, in middle school, we had this gym teacher who was cool as shit.
Yeah.
Mr. Christian. Yo, he was the fucking coolest teacher.
He was dope,
dope as fuck, dude. Like,
he was the epitome of a cool gym teacher.
Like, absolutely. Everybody was like, yo, this dude is legit. He was dope. Yo, he's nasty at basketball, too.
It wasn't a...
Like, he wasn't like a fake...
woman's,
he wasn't like a...
movie, right?
Nah, he wasn't like a fake, corny gym teacher either. Like, he was like, yo, like, you know...
Yeah, he was cool, yeah.
Cool as shit, bro. So, real good friend of mine that I grew up with. One of my oldest friends, actually.
Was he the football coach?
No. He was the 7th grade basketball coach. And one of my, real good friends that, one of my oldest friends growing up, she, she's good looking. And she had, befriended Mr. Christian on her MySpace page. And yo, he had messaged her and said some questionable shit.
On MySpace?
Yeah, on MySpace.
Jeez.
And it was some yo, you look good or something like that. It was some questionable shit. But borderline.
How old was this girl?
8th grade.
Yeah, did you see that meme with R. Kelly?
No.
Where he's a weatherman?
He's like, it's gonna be in the teens tonight.
That's a lot.
So he messaged her.
MySpace her, right?
Like MySpace message, on the wall. Actually, I don't even remember how MySpace worked.
No, there was personal messages with MySpace.
DM'd her.
Yeah, personal message on MySpace.
What did he say?
He was like, "Yo, you look good in one of your pictures or something."
You look good in the moonlight.
Oh, that's not good.
In the moonlight.
And he was a younger dude,
He was 25,
30, but good looking dude,
He just wanted to bang an 8th grader, dude. I feel him. No, I don't at all.
Yo,
all right. Yeah, it's like.
Yo, the crazy part is, bro, is his name wasn't Mr. Christian.
What was it? That was his first name?
No,
Mr. Bob? No. Like Mr. Bob. I knew it. They all fucking rape kids.
That was his last name. That's funny.
No way. Mr. Christian?
Yeah.
What if he messaged her on...
What did I walk into?
Nah, that was his last name. But yo,
you could call me Chris.
His last name was Christian?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I never heard. You know.
But yo, it wasn't.
Christian?
It wasn't. Yo, that he was pretending to be someone else. He had a sexual misconduct with a student at a middle school
at a different
in Florida
prior
in Florida, and he came to Connecticut and started a fake identity as whatever his first name was, something Christian.
Geez.
So
that's
why
he was so cool,
dude.
He got a sex cult.
He was like, "Come on, guys, you're not gonna tell an old cool Mr. Christian."
Dude, dead ass. And he made up a whole name and everything, and then got hired by the school
What was his
system.
real name?
I don't know. You
Damn it!
His real name is Christian.
He likes diddling kids, dude.
You can't trust someone with two first names.
He's diddling
you
kids.
can never trust someone with two first names.
Dude, so he
like Sid Floyd.
Fuck.
Floyd is a last name.
Like, yeah, I know.
It's also funny.
No, but that's not the same.
Hilarious.
That's not the same. That's not the same, but yes. It's not same but different.
Tech looks so hyped when he said that.
It was
Tech
funny.
was so hyped when he said that.
It was too easy.
Yo, but
I got goosebumps.
But he so he got what the fuck was I saying?
He was diddling kids up the East Coast.
He had a fake identity, right?
Christian.
Yo, so he
Dr. Chris Christian.
But he was a Presbyterian.
Mr. Chris Christian.
He wasn't a Christian.
A Presbyterian?
He was
that
a
means
Catholic.
that means they only fish, right? Presbyterian?
Yeah, they only fish.
Yeah, sure.
Chris Christian.
Chris Christian the Presbyterian.
And he was diddling kids up the East Coast.
All right.
Who knows what other names he used up the East Coast, though?
Exactly.
He was clamming.
Shut the fuck up.
Dog.
He had his clam diggers on, those long shorts.
Dog, he used to come into like school with cuts on his face, and like scratches and shit all over his face all the time, and every time, dude, every time we would ask him, we'd be like, "Yo, what happened to your face?" Every time his excuse was, I was feeding my dog a hot dog. He said he had a pit, and he was like, "Yo, I was feeding him a hot dog, and he bit me."
That's
but
weird.
He was coming to school with scratches on his face
because people were fighting him.
No, because fucking the little kids were fighting back when he's trying to get him in the van.
I have no idea, but that really
dude,
happened.
he's a kid diddler, dude.
Yeah, no,
you gotta kill people like that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You gotta make an example.
Who was this, Mr.?
It was Chris Christian.
I don't know his name.
We don't remember his real name.
You look it up.
No one knows
What's
his name. What's his name? Fucking out this dude.
No. Type
East Coast diddler.
You know the
Chris Christian.
Middle school. No.
And wait, what is he known for?
Yep. And then type in Mr. Christian.
Mr. Chris Christian.
Like that?
Yeah, like sexual assault or something like that.
It's not gonna come up, is it?
Misconduct.
Sexting ring. Oh, here we go.
That's from the high school.
Damn.
That's different.
It covers 17,000 reports.
This was 2000.
All right, we're not gonna find it probably.
Yeah, we will.
You think we'll find Chris Christian?
2006, 2007.
No, really?
Yeah, what was that, right? Yeah, 8th grade. Oh no, 2008. 2008. You're so 2000 and late.
School though, you have to put school too.
Sexual school. Gekrins.
Down sexual school.
Gekrins. Miss Gekrins.
Alright, we're not gonna find it.
Nah, we're not
gonna find Chris Christian. He's fucking.
Dude, we gotta fucking find this guy and kill him.
Yeah, he's probably in. I mean, hopefully he's in jail by now.
You gotta type in Christian.
You gotta type in Christian, bro. He's a Christian man.
Eradication of sexual.
Yeah, like Google it.
No,
I don't even know what I'm googling.
Sexual school Christian.
Sexual assault. Newtown 11-year-old charged with sexual assault.
Sexual assault.
Sexual assault.
Why are you saying it like that?
Like it's a type of salt. Sexual.
Teacher.
Like it's a seasoning.
Robert Hawkins.
I don't know.
No, Christian.
Council Rock South.
No, forget it. We're not gonna find it.
Council Rock South. That
Dude,
like a fucking
we're not
festival.
gonna find this. Jillian Jenkins, dude. That's the number one. What did she do? Wait, go back. What did she do? Go back to that.
You remember what school it was?
No, go back to that though.
Yeah.
Go back to that.
Newtown Middle School.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
It's not gonna come up, dude.
It's
It's on a fucking. It's in a newspaper on print somewhere.
Dude, they fucking.
Or misconduct maybe.
Teacher arrested for having a gun.
That happened after Sandy.
Yeah, no. See, no, it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna find it.
Gym teacher.
It's never.
Damn it!
No, you're not gonna find it. Go back to that
Maybe
fucking.
they got it scrubbed.
Go back to Jillian Jenkins.
Why do you want to know?
Because
about
what
Jillian?
happened with her?
It's too.
You're
it's
right
too
there. Go forward.
It's
you
too
passed it.
personal. That's Robert Hawkins.
Oh, alright, forget it.
Over here. It's too personal to fucking Sid.
Alright, forget it.
A sobbing Jillian Gerkrins.
No, we're not. Fuck it. gherkins. Fuck gherkins. But she's probably a piece
Yes,
of
before we
shit.
get into sexual
She's a piece of
assault.
shit. She's a piece of shit
You don't want to
person
get
too.
into sexual.
You guys want to call us?
No, this is because a bunch of piece of shit people. Yeah, all right. That was fucking took a weird turn. What are we talking about? Fucking bus drivers.
Listen.
All right, so we're gonna have a nice little cut right there.
Listen.
Yo, you can.
We're gonna cut most of that. All right, wait, one more song.
Yo, you can follow me at Sid Floyd, Sid_Floyd.
I was just about to get
IG.
into this segment.
No, we're good, dude.
You get into IPAs?
No, we ain't getting
Look what I googled.
All right.
Are they
Let me
safe
take
to?
a sip of my IPA.
I don't think they're
Let me
safe
take
to
a sip
drink.
of my IPA.
Nah, dude, come on.
Yeah,
You're
we're good. We're
stretching
good.
You're stretching it.
All right,
No,
we
it's
got
just
a
a
good
Feel
hour.
bad about my fucking habits.
Well,
You can catch me at Mike Nice CT on all platforms.
Mr. Bob used to give
Platform
me
shoes.
IPAs.
Mr. Bob used to see me every morning
He did.
and give me a nice IPA.
Indian Bob ales.
An Indian pale.
IPAs.
Indian Pale Bob. Pale Indian Bob. A Pib.
A Pib. A Dr. Mr. Pib.
Mr. Pib
Come
is a
on.
Pale Indian
What are
Bob.
we talking about here? What are we talking about here?
You tell me.
Pale Indian Bob. Was he?
I don't know, but
He was
What
Irish.
was his
He was
nationality?
Irish. He was Irish.
Wait, what was Mr. Bob's nationality? If you had to guess.
He was Irish.
If you had to guess,
Come on, get out of here. If you had to really guess.
He had
He's
an MC
Irish.
in his name. He was Irish.
He was a Mick?
AF.
he was
Okay.
Bob McBussin.
Okay. I was an O. I thought I was a Mick, but now I'm an O. I found out.
Niso.
No, remember?
Mike
The
Niso.
I found out my
Michael Nice.
No, the origin of my name started with an O. The Irish origin.
Alright.
There's Michael on his bicycle.
That's right.
Or a bicycle.
No, it's a bicycle.
Bike is short for bicycle.
I know, guys.
Come on, dude, get with
know
it.
English.
What are we talking about here?
Not much. All right, let's.
Anyways, what can you catch you? We've been waiting for you to catch.
Me?
Yeah.
Wait for you to catch.
I just.
Where can we catch you?
Caught on.
Where can we catch you?
You catch me on Instagram, ShedTech8. You can catch me on Twitter at Respect the Tech.
Are you posting a bunch of cool shit there?
On Twitter?
Yeah, you should.
No, I'm slacking
You
on
should just
Twitter.
punch a bunch of just
And
dumb.
we should have Shed Tech.
Repost all our
Talks
shit.
with
dumb
Shed Talk
shit.
with Tech.
Yeah.
That's coming within the week,
Coming soon.
and also fucking video.
We also got a new podcast coming to the network, and we also got a new sponsor coming to the network. So
Oh,
it'll be pretty
God.
cool. We also got the
Ooh.
Summit Lounge
Oh, God.
event December 21st.
December 21st.
Mhm.
Shout out
And
to
we have
Mark.
also
at
other
Yo,
things.
actually,
Cultivation.
maybe, December 21st, let's try to get a nice little come out from like our peeps from south of the border of Massachusetts.
Okay.
There's a lot of Massachusetts people there,
Yeah.
but let's
Let's
try
bring
and
some
get some
CT.
Connecticut
You want to
people
rent
out
the
there.
Sprinter?
Let's get some CT people out there. Yo, let's get a
You wanna-
carpool
It's
going.
tough though because dude, we always hit max.
But
We
if
almost
we do
always
get a
hit max
carpool-
occupancy, and like we only bring a certain amount of
Yeah,
people. You know?
but
Let's
if we
fucking
bring them right
Sprinter.
off the bat, if we get a nice little carpool going,
Listen, if Brian can make it to a fest, I think we can bring
Yeah.
some people here.
yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Big Killer. Fucking holding it down. He fucking
Hell yeah.
to come up for 2 days. Come on.
Not
That's
even 2 days.
Not
Yeah.
even. He came up like a day and a
That's
half.
what I mean,
yeah.
so,
I
like,
literally had
yo, we
I
could-
literally had him at LaGuardia at 9 in the morning.
We can get people out to a fucking we carpool and we'll get people out
I mean, if he went to JFK, he'd been going
and
a
we'll
lot
fucking
later.
rock.
Mm.
We got a couple nice cool like good tracks.
Nice face, Tech.
Good tracks, yo. No, but on some real though. So we got some cool tracks, like some
Some fucking
like
really
rock
dope
the
shit coming.
fucking rock the room, cool
Yeah.
like hype shit, like
And we're
we
going
got some
to.
shit going,
We're
Mhm.
going to.
and we're gonna bring out
Shout
a
out to
crowd
Tony Pence.
and kill
About
it.
to do some cool ass artwork for us too.
Some 3D printing too. We got a nice little artwork for the table for
Okay.
our live shows.
All right. Look
That's
at that.
as soon as we start
Mikey
doing
said it.
live.
Mikey said it.
Right.
All right, how you feeling about
Manifesting.
it? Oh, and shout out to Jeffrey Doomer.
Absolutely.
Follow him
Thank
at
you.
Jeffrey Doomer.
For blessing
And this
him.
Podcast is brought to you by Alien Entourage and the
Riverside
Culture.
Culture.
And Keisha Sweets.
And
Keisha
Keisha
Sweets.
big time.
Oh yeah.
Keep
Big
that
all
open.
day.
Keep that open, Tech.
Dude,
Big
website
apples.
coming soon. So keep an eye out for that. We're gonna start advertising
Yeah,
for
get your fucking
Sweets.
smell-proof book bags at fucking Riverside.
Yeah, go to Riverside Culture.
Also, yeah,
online.
get a discount. Get a 15% discount, right?
Yeah.
Sign up with your email on Riverside.
Sign up with your email.
Yeah,
get a little 50% on your first purchase. Come on.
We also got Riverside Culture merch. We got merch from really dope edible catering and CBD company, Heavy Lids. And we got a bunch of cool shit coming from a couple other businesses and brands in the fucking industry and in the culture that are about to be placed on the website. It's about to be real fucking sick.
And Shed.
We got a couple new podcasts coming to the network too, so it's gonna be real sick.
I'm excited. It's gonna be awesome.
Under RVS Productions.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking awesome. It's a whole fucking movement. Riverside as the culture, Shed as the lifestyle, because we spit hard every day, and you know that. And you could check our new music, YouTube, SoundCloud,
iTunes,
Spotify. Catch it everywhere.
Fucking
follow us.
Triller.
Yo, did you see the new fucking? Did you see Riverside Culture Triller?
No.
I sent you.
No,
I sent you the link.
I know.
I
wanted to watch it together. Yeah, I told him. I was like,
he didn't show me it though.
It's TikTok.
TikTok.
All right, on that note.
Yo, TikTok was bought by Chinese, and fucking, I don't really trust it anymore.
Sayonara later, bitches.
What do you want?
Wake it up.
Where's Mikey?
He's asleep.
He's 70 for a
He
dime.
doesn't want to.
Dude, look me up. I don't want to make a fucking scene.
Well, you already fucking made a bigger scene.
70 for a dime is a fucking deal. I'll be back at 4 to pick it up.
He doesn't want to.
Dude, fucking tell him.
I already fucking told him.
Well, tell him again.
He fucking said no.
Well, make him say yes.
How the fuck am I tell him?
Mikey!